How's it going, everybody? With March Madness coming up in a couple of days, this video is a preview all about it. Now today we're going to talk about the emotions of March Madness. There are a bunch of different emotions when it comes to this time of the year. For example, you have excited. For people like me, this is 95% of my life, pretty much, by watching the basketball for 3 consecutive weeks. I just look forward to it every single year until we get from about middle of February. For happy, kind of the same thing as excited. Kind of like hype and pumped. It's finally here. And then the next emotion, mad. The prefix of madness is mad. And you get mad when you're filling out that bracket and the team you have in the Final Four loses in the first round. For example, you probably pick chalk in your bracket. Like, for those of you who don't know what chalk means, where you pick all the 1 seeds in the Final Four. Which that happened the first year I ever filled out a March Madness bracket, but I only did that because I didn't know what I was really doing. I was only in like 5th or 6th grade. So that was kind of easy for me, but then when it got more confusing as I got older, for about the past 6-7 years, it's kind of gotten harder for me to get all Final Four teams right. But I did that last year, because last year's kind of obvious. There was no parity to it. You have the confused emotion. Now here's for an example. When you're filling out your bracket, I'm just using Team A and Team B. You say to yourself, let's just say this is a 7 versus 10. You're like, well, this 7th seed, they've done a lot this season, but this 10th seed's really coming on strong. So you don't know which one to pick. So sometimes you just have to just flip a simple coin. Then you do heads for Team A, and then tails for Team B. And it's heads. So then you would just put Team A. And then here's another way you fill out your bracket. This one I call covering your bases. Now if you fill out your bracket on the internet, you're unable to do this. You think Team C and Team D. You think, oh, well, Team D is easily going to beat Team C because I've never heard who Team C was. They're a mid-major team. But then Team C actually wins. But then you think, well, Team B could beat Team A, but if they don't, this is how you cheat. You can only do this if you fill it out on paper. You put Team B all the way over here. That's how you cheat for points. And then, here's the last main emotion. Sad. You get sad when the team you have winning it all loses in about the Elite Eight or Final Four. And then you just feel like it almost goes back to anger a little bit, because the team that makes the Final Four is a team you didn't have in a Final Four, but you thought with your initial instinct that this will make the Final Four. Then when it happens, you get so angry because like, oh, I knew it all along. And then we're going to handle how your bracket gets busted. This is a blank sheet of paper. You just feel like just tearing it up when it gets busted. But there's no point in seeing it anymore because you already lost your office pool because all your Final Four teams got out before the Elite Eight even started. There's no point even looking at it. You're just there for the entertainment value. And the final one that we're going to talk about, well, there's actually 2 more. Bandwagoning. Bandwagoning is a whole new thing during March Madness. There's a Cinderella team you really like. Now you could like them just by the color of their jersey, just by their playing mentality, or you just like them because they're an underdog. And you're rooting for this team. Let's just say they're a 12 seed playing a 3 seed, but you pick the 3 seed to go to the Final Four. Then all of a sudden, that 12 seed is beating your 3rd seed you have in the Final Four. So you're just like, well, it doesn't matter. It's March Madness. I'll just root for this 12 seed anyway because they're the underdog and that's what it's all about. So then you do that, and then you get excited. You're really happy for that team, but then you realize, oh, picked them to lose in the first round, but now they're in the Final Four. And this is kind of going to lead into what I always do. That is fill out multiple brackets a year. My goal is to fill out at least 20 brackets this season in hopes that I get one decent bracket, probably the best bracket in the nation for $10,000 on ESPN. There's no way I'm getting the perfect bracket for $1 million. Nobody is, unless you know absolutely nothing about basketball or you fill out 125 different brackets, which I don't even have the energy or the stamina to do that. So, this is kind of the emotions and stereotypes of March Madness. I'm not sure what disclaimer to call it. Comment below if you have a suggestion. Anyway, I will see you soon for my next video, which will be either this Sunday or Monday, where I fill out my bracket. See you then.